Hey guys, it's Oluvids, and before I start the video, I'd like to say happy 3rd birthday to the Nintendo Switch. Whoops, here we go. And also happy 3rd birthday to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But we're not going to be talking about this today, so let's take those out and let's get on to the actual topic, which is going to be the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time manga. It basically adds stuff that's not in the game, including Link talking, so it's pretty interesting. So yeah, let's take a look at it. The Ocarina of Time manga was written and drawn by Akira Himekawa. Now, the interesting thing about Akira Himekawa is that it's not an actual person. It's actually an alias for 2 female manga artists that choose not to reveal their names. Besides the Zelda series, their notable works are in the Astro Boy 2003 manga and the Dragon Dreams of Twilight 2011 manga. The Ocarina of Time manga was originally released in 1998, so yeah, it's pretty old school, as you can probably tell just by looking at the art style, but it still holds up. The first volume was released in Japan in 2000 and in 2008 in America. There's 15 chapters in total, but it's split up into 2 different books, which is of course the child and the adult timeline. So the child timeline has 10 chapters, and the adult timeline has only 5 chapters. A full version of the story was released in 2016, which contains every chapter in just one book. So yeah, it's probably the version you're going to want to go for nowadays. After a long night of patrolling the fields, a Hyrule soldier goes back to his home, and he greets his wife as well as his newborn son named Link. Link's mother and father began to ponder whether the rumors of an upcoming war were true. A war between the Zoras and the Gorons had caused the people of Hyrule to be divided. One half wants to remain neutral in order to keep the peace of Hyrule, and the other half wanted to join the war, which was something that Hyrule had never done before. The 2 parents decided to run away from Hyrule if it ever actually got involved into the war. Link's grandmother then began to tell them about the legend of the Kokiri. The Kokiri are peaceful creatures that live in the forest, however, not many people have ever entered that forest. Later that night, the radical side of Hyrule attacked the castle and Link's father was killed. However, Link's mother was able to escape into the forest. After she gained some distance, an owl appeared and told her that the Great Deku Tree awaited her. The owl then promised to bring them to the forest, however, only Link would be able to survive in there. Once Link's mother met the Deku Tree, he told her that her son was the chosen one, and that he'll play an important role in the future of Hyrule. And so, the Kokiri promised to look after Link, but shortly after, Link's mother became a tree. And so, she was a part of the Kokiri forest forever. Link has fully become part of the Kokiri, and he's learned their language as well as their culture, but he was the only one without a fairy. When he asked the Deku Tree why he was different from everyone else, he told him that he'll tell him when the time comes. The other Kokiri teased Link for being different. Well, everyone except for one. Saria was the only Kokiri to treat Link like he was truly one of them, and Link told Saria that he had a strange dream. He said that he was standing outside of a castle, but that confused him because he had never actually even seen a castle, or at least he can't remember one. He began to wonder what awaited him in the outside world. That night, the evil forces attacked the Deku Tree, and so he sent the fairy Navi to bring Link to him. Link ended up running into Mido before he got to the tree, and so they both went to approach the tree, and they saw the darkness and withering plants around the evil atmosphere. And that concludes the prologue to the Ocarina of Time manga. So basically, if you'd like me to continue reading it, doing like a review of, say, the child timeline or different parts of the child timeline and then the adult timeline, put it down in the comments below, down there. And if you'd like to hear more, subscribe, of course, that should be obvious. And, you know, if you want to discuss more things about it, you can either do it in the comments, or you could join my Discord server, or at me on Twitter, or, you know, Instagram. Everything's down in the description, so if you want to know, find me somewhere else, it's down there. And so, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Happy birthday, Breath of the Wild and Switch, and I'll see you next time.